Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Shot clock at 2. Paul for 3. And another 3 for Houston. And here we are for opening night, folks. Something everyone has been waiting for. Fans, players, broadcasters, too. Clark, just how excited are these players to get this season started?
Well, as excited as we are, Kevin, because it is something special for the opening of a season. It's a new start. It's a reset. It's a fresh beginning, and that breeds an excitement that's unique in and of itself. And that's really what the players work hard all summer for, is the opportunity to perform at their best during the regular season.
Harden outside. The baseline J. Paul George grabs the miss.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got his first points in this one.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
They recover it. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Oklahoma City trailing. Patterson a screen on Paul. Here's Westbrook. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Harden. Paul kicks to Anderson. Here's Harden. No good off the front iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And he banks in the layup. Kristen's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder.
Boy, you take a look at this Houston Rockets offense. They've got so many threats, and Harden is clearly the big one. He's in the middle of it all, and his teammates do a nice job of playing off of him.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, D.A. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. And Clark, so much of the offensive burden has fallen on the shoulders of Harden. Now he's
At this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Abamute kicks it to Tucker. And it's all evened up. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter. Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those 3 guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually...
Guys in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Patterson, the screen. For 3, Westbrook hits the 3-point bomb. Westbrook's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. He kicks it to Patterson. Now here's McDermott, defended by Gordon. Westbrook passes to Patterson. Baseline jumper. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Patterson. And that's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
To the left wing. McDermott for 3. Offensive rebound. Screen by Adams. Second shot opportunity. And he's fussing. The Thunder leading by 7. Westbrook. Count it. Good. Westbrook's got 16 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Harden dishes to Tucker. Back to Harden. And that time, also a missed shot. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Not great, 40% for the game.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Patterson can't get it to go.
Well, it's surprising that he flunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Capella with a screen on George. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Harden on the wing. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got it back down to single digits for Houston. And the way you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do instead of what can't you do?
And, you know, he's had a lot of success last season elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
And stolen by Patterson. The 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by George. And that's now 21 points for Russell Westbrook.
That one goes down.
Harden.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
It's Ariza on the wing. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 16 points.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
It's Ariza on the wing. Houston keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Harden the pass to Anderson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. He has 6.
And you know what? It's important for big men to be able to shoot from deep in today's game. And shot selection important. Good shot selection there. That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder.
So when they've got enough opening to go for the 3, I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And George with the stuff.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim wrap.
Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Nene in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Nene.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Good D by Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
All night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Harden, that's good.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
George with the screen on Paul.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Harden, and it's blocked. Free throw line jump shot. Offensive rebound. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
George against Ariza. Now, here's George. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. Paul outside. Paul can't get that one to fall. Oklahoma City leading by 11. From the line. Patterson passes to Roberson. Here's George. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. And the Thunder lead by 13. It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. Tucker can't get it to go. Thunder have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, he was really important today. Integral, taking and making shots time and time again.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Harden. And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too. No good. The 11-footer, and that one goes long.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.